Menesu winiji numake eteno manyawale nyonye afi akpei enyo numa enyo ke ekpanu na shemoini shwanene obo na nuwo ke bahanyi shemoine kejinete Facebook ya YouTube nyabanye ko ye MBN 360 mina adede shidane wo baje shemoin ahihie nye ha wokwa a otie ekume
Amaniabo ihawoli ake keji ebale scholarship sajami na agbae weku ikome jegbe amewunyomo wana feni amenye amefa keje Ghana ke ahi UK shika keje wayili sajami GPRTU kuwe efa chonde kudolo na amebo moden ake amebahe chojanyomo ebona hiyo na kaino na meke ekokra egbe Niye manse sajami we amaniabo efile fan ake Uganda ma kenome efonda homo he nigbele odani atranmeji eteno yanuchumogbi ano
Sanje enemeke ni bi krokume ji non nyaba na ye wo hwanene adafitwaa no Agene Sanje Mlibotimone Ghana High Commissioner ke ha United Kingdom Sabazita Benson ewele na agbai ni na wala kume ano ke nkono ni le esusuoi ake patamoy ni bi akpo eje scholarship gbejano to him amli ke ha Ghana school bi ke America simo ke ya UK.
These are documents from the Ghana Scholarship Secretariat. All these, and if you see the rot in this, you will be amazed. All these are scholarship documents that I received from the Ghana Scholarship. Look, I cringed reading these documents. I cringed. The rot that happened under the former registrar. This particular one is one woman gets, I don't want to mention names.
Okay.
I'll say princess.
Poor and needy people.
No, they are not. Name princess. She gets a scholarship. She goes with her children, 3 of them. Ajovi, Akosia, Asiye.
The children are also awarded scholarship?
No, they are paid to come and stay with the mother to study.
Why?
And the spouse, the husband.
Is that how it works?
That is how Kisilajiman did it.
Is it legal?
I have no idea. And so this one, for instance, she has 3 children. She gets awarded a master's degree program. She gets paid for the master's program with stipends. Her husband gets paid to come and support the wife to study. Together with their 3 children. Together with
support
their,
as in how?
That's a baby. Is a baby also a scholarship student? That is the awardees children. That's the husband. That's another child. And I'll tell you, they pay their airfare. They pay their
taxpayers' money.
Yes. So for the 4, their visas, yellow fever card, ticket comes to about £90,000. And every month, the 3 children, the husband, everybody, each, not all of them, each gets £8,160 for supporting the mother to study. Do you think that is fair to the taxpayer of Ghana? And that is why NIB must move fast and make arrests and make people pay for this. People must refund. If you get a scholarship, and you think that you are a wife, and you are not ready to move away from your husband or your children, then stay in Ghana and study.
There are other universities.
Why should my taxes be paid to take care of you to come and read MBA in London?
When we have universities that can
come and read MBA. When you are coming, you bring your whole flock, including husband in tow. And the question I ask is, Was the man were the husbands not working? That they could move house and move to the UK to come and support their wives to study. No money share. And the husbands who also got it and came with their wives, the wives, what were they doing? So the children are moved out of school. 1 year, mother is coming to study. The whole family relocates.
These are minors.
And this is why the scholarship secretariat could not pay these debts. This is why they could not.
Because
pay.
the monies was being channeled to other places.
It was being paid for airfare for whole family. Some of them had 4 children, some of them had 5 children, some of them had 3 children, plus spouse. Plus spouse.
All with Ghana taxpayers.
Yes. Plus spouse. So they were paying the tickets for them. They were paying them a monthly allowance for staying in the UK. All of them, the whole family. Because one person is coming to study MBA.
Well,
so Ghanaians, judge for yourself. Now I have to deal with this mess, and I have to be frank. I don't like coming to the media to discuss these issues, because I feel that we should do it behind the scenes. But the people that I'm dealing with,
National Identification Authority NIA etu kebagbele 24-hour prestige centers lo gbeni Kumasi Ochine boni afe ni eha akuchombi ahigbe ni amena NIA nuchumoy ahise na moy be fenbi
Beneni agbele of Fata Authority alone chumoku ekpamoy kebagbele ame 24-hour service model lemni keboli Ghana ne ye momni bemni ni ameti ame klen shisharamo ye NIA 24-hour prestige center ni Yorgane NIA wolongalo nupa wisdom kweku dekuke authority alone chumoku ekpa ake eba check benye ba fe nyoma enyo kefatahi ye mami ekefatahi ake ni fe mone bemli ni ajeshishe ji shramoni ameke anko nuchumoku igbene na ni pepe moji ake eba agbele ni chumogbe shotwe eha mefi ohako meke nyoma enyo.
So far as the issue is that as part of government's flagship program of the 24-hour economy, we find it mandatory that in order to sink into government flagship program, why don't we also come out with what we call the Prestige 24/7? And as my Director of Corporate Affairs indicated earlier on, this runs 24/7. So the first batch you see here comes from 7 to 3 p.m. Then another batch comes from 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. Then another thing comes to 3 p.m. to 7 a.m. So it runs 24/7. And what the office services we offer here are first issuance, replacement, and update. And this is not the first one that we have established. This weekend, 2 offices are opening in Kumasi too. In all, we are opening about over 20 centers, and we hope to create over 120 employment for this. This is a private partnership with our private entities who have applied for the NIA for the Prestige Center.
Kunigbeji Coalition of Unpaid Nurses and Midwives area ake amewobi ohamleja numa ineu keneu niji mei akpe inuma ke eten niji 13,000 ni ake unuchumomli afọ abenyo ino ye 2024 mliye bia neni ne eshe amenyomowe ano.
Coalition lo ku ishotwe ni ebabua ameye na ake nyomowo enye masdanata omo nichumoku ilo nichumohe niko hiwale pakpanamo kesh kasaja no mlindamo ni ameto igbeja no kekwe ni nyomo ife ni ahiene kemene anye awuame ona fe ni nurses ke midwife se na bayamli ni amechomo se afo delegation lo ku emlingbeneke ha coalition te asara manson lo niko iwale pakpanamo sajano kengo shida kule ehale ke ha e modern bo ye mansomo ni chumo hie ye remomli bemli ni saramo ya no coalition hie nyelo nigwe eji Stephen Kwejo techi agbalamni ake no ewo poteni amechekuwe ke ha nurses ke midwives ne jake ake babi nyomo ni ayame titiriye meni asa akewo amralo payroll lo nyomo gbejano to ni anye amenyomom ni ekum polishine ke amehe mokeyili ake nyomo ikoko meni ehweyese ke ashi manyawale nyone baya na agbe abawo na kan nyomo ni fese nwe ambabo moden ake kuni ameche amebadrale
to a different mission, unlike what we came with last year. We were recruited as nurses and midwives who were working, and when our Honorable Minister assumed office, our employment and appointment has expired, and we had to come to Honorable Minister for him to help us get us reinstated onto the payroll. We came to him, and through the coordination between the ministry and the Ministry of Finance, and through the intervention of the HR department and the ministry, by the grace of God, we have been reinstated, but we had our arrears still outstanding, which was yet to be paid. We came back to the ministry, and even at odd hours, we could reach out to the ministry. They would open their doors to us. We collaborated, and as we stand here, we can say that over 99% of our people have been paid, and there is an update in Akan that the extra one. So we have to come back to show our appreciation to the ministry for the support they gave us, them opening their doors to us. Even there were times they were not supposed to communicate some things to us, but because they wanted to facilitate everything for it to be worked on, for us to be relieved of the pressure we were going through, they had to go the extra mile to give us certain opportunities, certain privileges for our issue to be addressed. So as we are here this afternoon, we are coming to say thank you, Honorable Minister, and thank you all the staff at the Ministry of Health for the support and the swift response in having our issue addressed. Now, we were a coalition of unpaid nurses and midwives, but as it stands now, we can boldly say that by the end of this month, that name will be changed and the coalition will be dissolved. We are praying and hoping so. So, Honorable Minister, Director, Chief Director, Director HR, PR, we are very much grateful.
Mlao peye na Danlo Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagbin Eche mlao peye bi keje hejo mofiolo reset ni amebatarashi ke ha bi numo truka mlao peye nuchumo.
Ye money jekpo manyawale nyo biniji nyomake enyo no lawo peye na dalo alo speaker esa efam lawo peye biye na mekuse ke bashia kejeju manyawale nyo biniji nyoma enyo ke edreno ke ashiso ha manyawale nyo biniji nyoma enyo ke panyo no afine chemone Adamo Standing Orders of Parliament Niji Order 58 Section 4 noni akechame ochi feel se ne fese nishia kame nuchumo banagbe ye ma wenyo na agbe no lawo pe here shukwebe ni sake amekuse ke baji Antonio no shi hwe amenada lo niji speaker esa ifabiane ni mlawo pe hebie asa kuse ke baju shani manyawale nyongbe niji nyomai enyoke edreno ye mlawo pe hishia ni yogane famone ye ni family echoko ake ekwe noko truka eba mewonsa ake amekuse keba
Kewo nchashie moye ya no mansolo ni kwa hiwalela mo papon samutanjie ano kwabina menta akando ewie ake mode bomi ya no kewele hiwale papa na monuchuloy no ni hestashi benuchumo kewo Ghana hiwale papa na monuchumo beniem.
Opportunity to also direct all the agencies that have received these workers to expedite action on the issuance of their appointment letters. Because if you don't issue the appointment letters and you don't start mechanizing them, that is where and when we'll be piling up the arrears. And this time around, the money is available, so we don't want to pile up any arrears. And so I think that already, just as I have already indicated, those who reported early have started receiving their salary. So after the 8,000, we'll also be looking at recruiting more, even more than 8,000. Because this year alone, we're looking at about 16,000, and we've concluded on the 8,000. So we'll be looking at another batch to come and add up to this one.
Mansolo ni kwa popa ekopein otri. Mincheke hani ato shikagbeja no to tamo sanitation fan. Take ayo get fan hu. Boni afe ni ewa metropolitan. Municipal ke district assembly ke jaje Ghana dre anabuwa momli na agbai.
We should create just like get fund, sanitation fund. It is embedded in the common fund. A portion of the common fund goes into sanitation. But you see, if you look at get fund, it's a separate entity that get resources solely for Ghana Education Service. And so if you can have a body that will be responsible to collect resources, financial resources, and other resources for sanitation, so that will be fine. Solely for sanitation, Get Fund is under Ministry of Education, but then it works solely for education. Because you can see that education, sanitation is taking a lot from us, and that has not been preventive. It has been reactive. That is when it has happened, when we have already lost people, when we have already lost, properties, when we've already lost a lot of things before we take action. And so it has to be preventive. If it's going to be preventive, we should have the resources available not to even let the sanitation issue come at all.
Yes, Sanjin Kroko mamnie. Kude gbeji Ghanaians for Progress area ake sa ake angmegbeni ma hienye John Dramani Mahama eyashi eteno ye amesusu momli ake ebomodin.
As a civil society organization committed to democracy, governance, accountability, citizen participation, we give the following reasons for our support for the third term. 1. Unfinished business required exceptional leadership. We respect our constitution. We are therefore calling on Parliament, the councils of state, the judiciary, and the stakeholders to begin an open, lawful national conversation on whether the amendment or provision can be made to allow President Mahama to serve again, given the exceptional circumstances we face. This must be done transparent, with a referendum and with full participation of Ghanaians. We call on Ghanaian media to approach the third term debate with the highest standard of journalism. Headlines suggesting that President Mahama has decided to seek a third term should be published where there is a credible evidence supporting such a claim. The media should distinguish between what has been said, what has been reported, and what has been speculated, and what has been independently verified.
Wabafo wa ike wakuwa se wake shika kejraili sanje baba hanye kachiri.
Hata wodi some look faso. Baba, me again. Nessa we yale. Me kwa dwuma mu hear me ti. Mentimi antrant my friend doctor tell when am kwaso oba. Share na kwa. Si wo wusu ani. Yes, malaria. Malaria. Oh, what they say we dey router. Me kope bia brand sisi. Aduro na efe no router mixer. Ye ka malaria aduro a. And running router. Some Gat trap and the draw crew abaso body yasi. Wabo router mixture abaso. Router natural products and one router mixture. Yeah, you could see a treat. Router tonic and the router life for a who a finish like the bunny, a fin per diem. Nasa support the immune system. Router de Obiasia, FDA, I did drinking crap to yet.
Shida play jono ake ukewe be MBN ADAFITSWAA. Nonu wakabaji shishi ye shika kejraili sanjamlie Ghana Private Road Transport Union niji GPRTU. Efa chonekulono ni egme chonji nyomawe ano ni amekuse amekeblema no eba.
Famo nye sajin alo na agbai ano ni passengers niji chonjiamlin taraloi ewele no ake chonekudolo ekome ejeshishi amehe chonjianyomo woe ni fiboni amehio yamlin ake amania boku eba fokujang ake angme chonjin ajarai ano yariyo momliye Deputy PRO keha GPRTU ku Samo Amwake neke chonjiano mwene Biane ameke nongwe efono fio kashi manyawale nyone na be kenye amekuwe ke transport ministry hina abuamo alo shitamo ke riomo kuse ene hibo GPRTU kuemi wochoni kudolo yashi ake amepomode ni boni amehio amemomli nakai ke ashi ekwe abasa ake jerai abafon amenyi ninue ekwe amanomi.
I've been receiving some complaints that some drivers are increasing transport fares. And I want to state it clearly that transport fares has not been increased. The process in which we go through before we increase transport fares is clearly there. At our last meeting with the transport ministry, we all agreed that we will suspend the intended increment for now because of President taking the 2 Ghana cedis from the diesel price. We decided to hold on for now till the end of the month to see where the fuel price will go again.
Noni wakabagbi na ye shika ke drahili sanjam niye Ghana Statistical Service GSS area ake sani Ghana Trade Growth Law dale kronko akwe ake sena mwe baba ni bi ni ma fio he bemni ni egbo he kefo ni bi ni fio ni asheno.
Value addition in gold and cocoa. Support domestic refining where it makes commercial sense. Speed up customs clearance and lower domestic transport costs because a competitive exporter can be defeated by a slow port and a bad road. Now, for business and exporters, Asia is now half of our market. Position for it. Meet the standards those markets demand. Build on non-traditional export lines rather than waiting for commodity prices to be kind. Now, for small businesses, finance providers, and development partners, expand trade finance and export readiness support. Most Ghanaian firms are small. If exporting stays the preserve of large firms, our export base actually cannot widen because most of the economy is not in the room.
Waba afọ he ke okuwa se waba ya manse ni we akwena ni eti no ejemi.
Mfitiasie no mene ne kunu eware wo odro ene asumdue kwan so ya ware na chi no mene kwacho ba hotel papa bi say ye besepeyo.
What? A team from so crown na maye.
Bibia wo nyankopon sem.
Ekoba ne san me kunu antena se.
Edro botum wajo ye edek SM bites.
Wah. Eni gia befi. We na me de yem Bible edek SM bites timase mama me
sa wa ware mu enije bewie wo paya na ye kamfo edek SM bites Mrs. Wa oyem ye onyina monome no akọ one
Noni wakabaje shishi kegbina ya wanagbe shemo ni jimanse sanjam niye Uganda ma efani da homo heife angamo ke ashin meji ete ye notu mo igbi ano ke fata amrale modembo ke babu ke kunle bi da homo na
Famo ni Minister of Local Government Nigbeji Balam Barugahara Kefodran Jufo Manyawale Nyongbiniji Nyomake Ekomie no Mimbi ni akuchiamle onupai alo local authorities abomoden ake ameba ne kem line achuni bona fe ni angamodan homo hei ana ni ejeme ani janwi bona fe ni lebi ame achuni fenoni ame atara danchi anshini amenunim Mansono chomling ake yinto poteni aketo neke famone shishiji ake eba hani me akpadanu mo babao na agbene hue ejie nyemo ikeke keje me yatin ke weku mlina agbai ni ehani ju ke fonsaji ke fonfemo ewele ihino yakuche ikume amniese ye famo shishie abini da homo heke he ni atara akekpe oloke no da angamo lo amekagbele ahun kiasi eba sheshwane gmeji eten ye beni achuni niji working days ye ni family neke mlane akebato mlai wuji niyo maam liye bona fe ni keji e abalake moko ya gbono mlai niyo jeme anye ikele aye Mansonlo wushi ake ni holoi ni bakai ameton mlai ne ano ababo moden ake abagbala meto ejugba ndienche ete no ni ebi ni local authorities alo akuchi amie onupai abomoden ake mlai ne ba chuni bona fe ni mokomoko kra aka ata dan chokoshishi ye biani ni chumobi eshe
Baby eni wakeshia mweba washi dani wabaya nye ha wakwa otiye ekwon.
Amaniabo ihawali ake keji ebale scholarship sajami na agbae weku ikome jigbe amewonyomo wana feni amenye amefa keje Ghana ke ahi UK Yeshika keje wayili sajami GPRTU kuwe efa chonde kudolo na amebo moden ake amebahe chojanyo moebo na hiyo na kaino na meke ekokra egbehe Niye manse sajami we amaniabo efile fang ake Uganda ma kenome efo down homo he nigbele odani atrangmeji eteno yani chumogbi ano
Mi moni keshia mweba nyebenoji na adidi keche ofefe jumo wabakwe uwo neke biamni no nyanyi wala donke wakumu.
MBN, the gospel, news and entertainment.